Okay, in this example, I'm going to show you, right, how will you come up with the N formula for a number pattern. The first thing we will always look out for will be whether is it a common difference or not. That means whether you keep adding the same number or you keep subtracting the same number. So that will be the first thing we look out for. If it doesn't fit the common difference, then we will look for other ways of doing it. So if it fits a common difference, we will use this formula. So this formula requires you to put in the first term, and then it also requires you to put in the common difference. Okay, so if you look at the example 2a, I need to answer two parts of it. I need to find a formula for the nth term, and I need to find the 50th term. For the 50th term, you're not going to work all the way until the 50th term. Once you got the formula, you can generate any term that you like. So we'll be focusing on how to get the nth term first. Okay, so in this case, the first thing I will look out for will be, is it always a common difference? So in this case, it's a common difference. You realize that you keep adding a 2. So this will be the situation where there is a common difference. The first term is a 7. So the first term is a 7, and the difference is a 2. So I'm going to plug it into the formula. So the first term is a 7, and 2 will be the common difference. Then you do your normal algebra. So you do your normal algebra, you will get 2n plus 5. So that will be your general formula. Okay, if you want to check whether your general formula is correct or not, you can take any of the term. So for example, I'm going to take the 6th term. So this is the 6th term, means n is equal to 6. Means I'm going to try putting in a 6 into the formula. And if I try putting a 6 in a formula, I get the same number, then your general formula is correct. You can do any checking. Then I will carry on to answer the second part. The second part is the 50th term. So the 50th term is just put in n equal to 50. So that's how you discover it. Okay, so the second one you might want to check whether is it a common difference or not. So it's actually another common difference. So in this case, the common difference is a 4. And the first number is a 4 as well. The difference is also a 4. You keep adding 4. So I'm going to use the formula here. So the formula says you put in the first term and you put in the difference. And then you do your algebra. So it is a formula for you to follow. So that is the common difference formula, and you generate out the formula for this number pattern. And again, you might want to check whether your formula is correct or not. So for example, I take the 5th term. The 5th term is n equal to 5. So if I try putting in n equal to 5, do I get the same number or not? So that is how you check. So once you confirm that that is correct, you can go ahead and try to get the 50th term. The 50th term will be 4 times 50. So that will be a 200. Okay, so whenever you want to find general formula, you check for common differences. If common difference doesn't work, then we got to switch something else. Like for example, in the last situation here, we know that the common difference doesn't work. If you try the common difference idea, you will see that this is a plus 5, this is a plus 7, and then plus 9. Yeah, you can see that there's a pattern. But this pattern is in the adding of the number. The number are not always the same. Okay, then how are you going to find the formula? So you got to observe. The way I observe, I always do it in this way. So and the first term will be a 4. The second term will be a 9. The third term will be a 16. So to me, this is like a 2 square. This is like a 3 square. This is like a 4 square. And how is this related to n equal to 1? So look carefully, it's 1 plus 1 square. And how is this related to 2? It's 2 plus 1 square. How is this related to 3? This will be 3 plus 1 square. You can try to see for a bit more term. So n equal to 4 is a 25. Yeah, 25 is the. So 25 is 5 square. And how is 5 square? How is the 5 related to 4? You realize that it's always plus 1. So you try some more to detect the pattern. How is it related? So this is a 6 square. And how is 6 related to 5? That will be a 5 plus 1 square. So the n is appearing here. That means after some observation, the formula will be n plus 1 square. So you observe how is it related to n. And if I want the 50th term, it will just be n equal to 50. And then you just punch calculator. Okay, so there's a lot of ways of doing it. The first thing I will always check will be, does it match the common difference? If it doesn't match the common difference, I got to check by writing out one by one. You must write out n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3. Then you can check the number pattern. Okay, so this kind of question, sometimes you got to use a bit of sense, number sense in it. Okay, so otherwise, right, the common difference will be the basic that you must know. Okay, later on, we'll also again emphasize on a bit more on the common difference.